The reconstruction of the Mt.Zion Road interchange with I-71, I-75 is part of the I-75 crossover interchanges project. This brief presentation will discuss some of the features and benefits common to all double crossover diamond interchanges, DCD for short, as well as some of the features unique to the improvements proposed at the Mt.Zion Road interchange with I-71, I-75. The double crossover diamond interchange is not a new concept. In fact, it has been used in Europe since the 1970s. However, the concept was not used in the United States until 2009, when the Missouri Department of Transportation opened the first DCD interchange in Springfield. Since then, 17 more DCDs have been built across the United States. Kentucky's first, and for now our only DCD, is in Lexington at the New Circle Road interchange with Harrodsburg Road. It opened to traffic in August 2011. This graphic was an artistic representation that was shown at a public meeting in March 2011, a little more than 2 months before construction began. And this is the completed project. Construction on the DCD began in June 2011 and was complete by November, less than 6 months later. Since the project has been completed, crashes have been reduced by more than 40% and traffic queues have been cut in half. Traffic through the interchange has increased by 15% compared to just a few years ago. So what makes the DCD a safer and more efficient interchange alternative? To answer that question, let's take a look at some of the issues at the current Mt.Zion Road interchange. Interchanges are often traffic bottlenecks because they accommodate heavy volumes of turning traffic along already congested arterial roadways like Mt.Zion Road. Congestion has been an issue along Mt.Zion Road since the interchange opened in 1996. Traffic volumes have been steadily increasing ever since. There are currently about 25,000 vehicles using Mt.Zion Road each day. That volume is likely to double within the next 20 years. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet has already made some improvements to the Mt.Zion Road interchange to address this congestion. This photo is looking west at the I-71, I-75 bridge in 2006. As you can see, there is one lane in each direction. In 2008, 2 additional lanes beneath the bridge were added. This photo shows the current configuration. While adding lanes have reduced today's congestion problems, the existing interchange still will not be capable of keeping up with the future traffic demands. Why can't the interchange handle future traffic growth? Traditional diamond interchanges, like the one currently at Mt.Zion Road, can cause problems because they need closely spaced, signalized intersections at entrance and exit ramps. These traffic signals typically require 3 phases to accommodate all the movements through the interchange, including the through movements on Mt.Zion Road, then left turns from Mt.Zion Road onto I-71, I-75, and the turning movement from the I-71, I-75 exit ramps. If you've ever gotten caught at several lights in a short distance, you understand how difficult it is to provide adequate signal timings for each movement. Timing, as well as coordinating the closely spaced signals, is an ongoing battle, and other traffic signals along Mt.Zion Road make this task more difficult. The DCDs are designed with curved islands that channel traffic flow through the crossover intersections. In this case, the curved islands are filled with grass. Additional traffic signals, referred to as supplemental signals, will be included to maximize visibility. The additional traffic signals will be in the curved island at the end of each exit ramp. These signals are in addition to the overhead signals that will be mounted on mast arms and located over the turn lanes at the end of the ramps. You will also see supplemental traffic signals for the through movements on Mt.Zion Road. Why so many lights? These signals will help drivers safely navigate the DCD. The operation of each ramp intersection signal phasing is designed so that 2 signal phases can accommodate all movements. How? Each through movement on Mt.Zion Road will have its own signal phase, and the ramp movements in the opposite direction happen at the same time. For example, here we see that eastbound Mt.Zion Road has a green indication at both ramp terminal intersections. At the same time, the right turn from the southbound I-71, I-75 exit ramp is green, and the left turn from the northbound exit ramp is green. All these movements can be green at the same time because there is nowhere for traffic flow to cross each other. The next phase includes a green light for westbound Mt.Zion Road at both ramp terminal intersections. At the same time, the left turn from the southbound exit ramp is green, and the right turn from the northbound exit ramp is also green. How is this more efficient? This phasing has one fewer phase than the existing three-phase operation, and it minimizes queuing on the exit ramps because storage for the left-turning traffic is provided on both Mt.Zion Road and the exit ramp. The exit ramps will also be widened to give more room to vehicles turning onto Mt.Zion Road. The DCD is also more efficient because it makes left turns to the entrance ramps free-flow movements, less waiting to turn left and less waiting behind left-turning cars when you want to go straight. Even though the DCD interchange may look out of the ordinary, driving through it is a relatively straightforward task. The additional signage, curbed islands, and traffic signals orient drivers as they approach the interchange. Let's say you were driving eastbound on Mt.Zion Road and wanted to go onto northbound I-71, I-75. Approaching the interchange, you would move into the left lane, just as you would today, and pass through the first crossover intersection as the traffic signal turns green. Except now you would cross over to the left side of Mt.Zion Road, staying in the left lane. The left turn onto northbound I-71, I-75 is now a free-flow movement, so you will simply move with traffic and onto the entrance ramp with minimal delay. Now let's assume you were driving eastbound on Mt.Zion Road and wanted to continue on towards Sam Neese Drive or Dixie Highway. Approaching the interchange, you can use any of the three lanes as they all travel completely through the DCD. When the traffic signal turns green, you will pass through the first crossover intersection and cross over onto the left side of Mt.Zion Road. The traffic signals at the crossover intersections are coordinated such that you should not have to stop at the first crossover, instead arriving at the intersection when the traffic signal is already green. You would then drive through the second crossover intersection and then maneuver into the appropriate lane so that you can continue on to Sam Neese Drive or Dixie Highway. All movements from the I-71, I-75 exit ramps are controlled by traffic signals. Let's say you are traveling south on I-71, I-75 and wish to head east on Mt.Zion Road. After exiting the interstate, you would move into either of the two left turn lanes. At the end of the exit ramp, you will wait for the traffic signal to turn green and then safely enter Mt.Zion Road and travel on to your destination. Now that we've shown you how efficient the DCD is, you might be asking yourself if it's safe. The DCD interchange is considered a safer alternative to conventional interchange types for two reasons. First, the DCD reduces the number of conflict points where vehicle paths can cross. Crossing paths where the most severe crashes are likely to occur are reduced to 2 compared to 4 at a conventional diamond interchange. Fewer conflict points mean fewer crashes. At the Harrodsburg Road DCD interchange in Lexington, for example, there have been over 40% fewer crashes in the first year the new interchange has been open to traffic. Second, there is a traffic calming to the curved design of the DCD, with speed limits of 25 to 30 miles per hour. Despite the lower design speed than what you have today, the interchange is so efficient it won't keep you in the car longer. While the DCD will make it safer and easier for drivers, it will also help other users. A multi-use path on the north side of Mt.Zion Road will let cyclists and pedestrians safely traverse the DCD. In summary, there are 3 significant benefits for the proposed DCD at Mt.Zion Road. First, it increases both through capacity on Mt.Zion Road as well as the left-turning capacity from Mt.Zion Road onto I-71, I-75. Second, it will reduce backups on the exit ramps from I-71, I-75 because of the more efficient traffic signal operation and the improved exit ramps. Third, based on the experience in Lexington, the DCD interchange will reduce the number of collisions at this interchange. For more information about this project, please visit us on the web at www.75crossings.com. Thank you.